Big Apple, for sure. Coffee and hot dogs. They're the funnest to say. My 12-year-old self is genuinely torn. I would have to go with NSYNC, but it's very close. Just know that that's probably the toughest question you could ask me. I'm Team Tanya, of course, because I've spent so much time in her world. So I have to say Team Tanya, come on. That's also a hard one. I like both, but I'll go with bike. I personally like ice hockey because it's actually the least painful of the two. When I was younger, I was really into metal, heavy metal, and now that I'm older, I think I appreciate classical music a little bit more. So right now, I would say classical, but in my youth, definitely metal. Sausage sizzle all the way. It's very basic. You have cheap white bread, a slice of it. You have a sausage cooked on the barbecue, and then you just throw in some tomato sauce or ketchup, as you'd say in America. Very basic. And there's like a hardware store in Australia called Bunnings, which is like my favorite store ever. And they always have sausage sizzles on the weekend outside. Always Tim Tams. In England, the debate is Tim Tams versus penguins. This is like probably the thing my husband and I fight over most is what's better, a Tim Tam or a penguin? And a penguin is like the English version of a Tim Tam. And they come with a joke in the packet, which is why he thinks it's superior, but it's not. Just saying. I love PB&J, but I'm Australian and I have to say Vegemite, always. Especially if you're gonna add a slice of cheese, then it's like, that trumps everything, Vegemite and cheese. I'm very into the 90s at the moment. After doing I, Tonya, kind of like reliving the 90s was pretty awesome. And I feel like I'm dressing very 90s now. So right now I'd say 90s. Scrunchies. Scrunchies are awesome. I wear scrunchies all the time now. They're so good for your hair as well. Quite partial to a tattoo. I'd say tattoo. I was tattooing someone the other day and I dropped the gun while doing it. And I kind of tattooed my own finger, so I guess this is my new tattoo regret, that I have a dot on my finger forever. Mullets versus ponytails. Like on a guy? Ponytail. Although I love a mullet too. Hopefully that comes back in fashion. Definitely surfing in Australia, 1000%. Actually, to be honest, I haven't surfed in America before, so I guess I can't really judge, but I'm going to anyway, and I'm going to say surfing in Australia. Not mutually exclusive at all, they should not be. But if, gun to my head, I would say beers. I guess Corona's like always my like go-to if I'm at any bar, but if like I'm at a specific place where I can ask for a specific beer, I'd say a German wheat beer. And if they don't have that, then I'd say an IPA. And then if they didn't have that, I'd just say give me whatever you got.